guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media. In tonight's video, I want to review First Man on 4K UHD Blu-ray. Now, I missed this one in the theater, so I was super pumped to give this a watch on the 4K format. So let's go over the movie itself first. Now, I heard a lot of things about this movie, and they were mixed. Some people were saying it was amazing. Some people were saying it was the best of the year. And I really was a big fan of Damien Chazelle's other films, La La Land and Whiplash. And I feel like this is in a very similar vein to that, meaning that his movies really focus around an artist or a character or someone in their career basically giving up everything in their life to achieve a goal, to be the best they can be. And I feel that's really what this story about Neil Armstrong is. Yes, this movie is slow at times, but I found this movie to be extremely captivating and a look at the inside world of Neil Armstrong from a family standpoint, from a NASA standpoint, and then from the moon landing standpoint. And I found all of it to be pretty breathtaking and held my attention completely. I didn't find myself bored at all throughout this journey. And this is a real true story, as you guys know, of the space race and of Neil Armstrong. So if you're expecting action-packed and drama-filled, I mean, it's not going to be that. This is a true story. This is as true of an account as possible. And I'm really glad they did that. Ryan Gosling's performance is great, as usual. I feel like this role was really made for him with that long stoic look he does when he gives acting, and I thought his performance as Neil Armstrong was just great with how well and reserved he was. Overall, a fantastic movie and one that everybody needs to see. Now let's get to the video quality on this. So this is a 2K digital intermediate upscaled to 4K, and this was shot on 16mm film. So this is definitely a grainy one, so for all you grain haters, you're going to want to stay away from this. And also, this looks like it uses like older film stock, so you get some white specks on the film stock. It's really meant to feel like it was shot in the 1960s during the space race, and it definitely feels that way. So when we're looking at stuff like details, this is a lot softer of an image than most 4Ks you're used to. It's definitely going for that soft look, so nothing is really razor sharp. You're not going to see close-ups like pores or anything like that. This is just a minor uptick when it comes to detail and clarity and things like that. Where it is an increase is the filmic look and the cinematic presentation. Overall, it's a very nice filmic look to it, and if you don't mind the 16mm grain, it just looks very true to the time. Now, blacks are deep and inky throughout, especially in that last IMAX space sequence, and that's what I want to talk about now, is that IMAX space sequence is really the reason to pick up the 4K UHD in my eyes. Now, don't get me wrong, the regular picture quality is good on the 4K, but once he steps out of that aircraft and goes on the moon for the lunar landing, the IMAX scenes kick in, and I must say it's pretty jarring shifting from the 16mm to the IMAX. You could definitely tell the change in cameras, but the IMAX scenes are absolutely beautiful, and the blacks in space are so deep and inky. Now let's get to the Dolby Vision on this. The Dolby Vision is pretty reserved, I would say, in the first half of the movie, but as you get to that finale with the IMAX, you get more vibrant colors, more poppy colors, more punchy colors, a bit more nuances to the colors, and then in that IMAX scene, the gradation between the black of space and the moon was just fantastic. The Dolby Vision really brings that IMAX scene to the next level, and also other color primaries such as blues and reds get more punchier, I would say, as the film goes on. Shadow details also greatly improved in any of the dimmer scenes, although there weren't too many that I could think of. Now let's get to the audio aspects. So that's another standout. This is a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, and I found this was a fantastic soundtrack with great use of surrounds and overheads that really put you in the turbulence that was this landing, and that was the misfires, and that was the accidents that happened leading up to it. I found the soundtrack was extremely dynamic. Overheads really enveloped you in, and nothing to complain about with the soundtrack, as well as the score. So anyway, guys, I'm going to rate this one a day one pickup. I think this is a film everybody needs to see from a historical standpoint. I think the 4K is great in that IMAX scene and is worth the upgrade just for that IMAX scene, and the Dolby Atmos is going to blow your sound system away. So anyway, guys, I'm going to link this down in the description below. Purchasing from that link helps give me a small kickback to help me buy more 4Ks to review for you. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the movie. Let me know down below your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one.